Welcome to the Celebrity Gossip channel. In this video, I'm going to be talking about Rihanna getting sued. I'm also going to be talking about the Good Morning American host, Amy Robach and JT Holmes potentially getting fired. And I'm also going to be talking about the Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez case update. If you're interested in this video, keep watching. So, if you aren't familiar, I'm sure you've probably heard about the Megan Thee Stallion versus Tory Lanez case. Back in 2020, Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez were leaving Kylie Jenner's house from a pool party. On their way back, Megan ended up injured. She has since alleged that Tory was the one who allegedly shot her.
The neighbors called the police. This did not happen at Kylie's house. This happened damn near back at the house I was staying at. I was just trying to get home. We was 5 minutes away from my spot. The police come. I'm scared. All this shit going on with the police is shooting motherfuckers for anything. The police was literally killing black people for no motherfucking reason.
And, they've been publicly going back and forth. And they now have an ongoing case about it with Tory being accused of harming her. Recently, in the most recent update that we were given, Tory Lanez actually suggested in court that he had two potential witnesses that could obviously vouch for his story. One allegedly being Kylie Jenner, and the other one obviously would be Kelsey. But the thing is, right, the real reason why he obviously suggested Kylie Jenner was because it was at her house, it was at her pool party. They were coming from her pool party. So he was basically suggesting that that Kylie witnessed Megan being, like irrational, aggressive, and basically acting crazy. But the issue is there's only one main witness that will really help him win that case, and that is Kelsey. That's because Kelsey was in the car. She's the main one who can really help him prove his innocence, if he is innocent, of course. So obviously that's the main witness that he needs to testify. Because I've just found it interesting how, we've seen Megan go back and forth and Tory go back and forth. But the main witness that we need to testify and obviously speak up, is Kelsey, and she hasn't really spoke up. So I am interested to see, what Kelsey says in court, because this will be very interesting, because it's kind of unfortunate that if Megan loses, then her career is basically over. That's really kind of unfortunate. Vice versa with Tory. If he loses, then he'll obviously lose more support. Moving on from that, Good Morning American hosts Amy Robach and TJ Holmes have been taken off air since they were publicly seen out. Their scandal has basically caused Good Morning America a lot of stress. They've been stressed out. So it's now been reported that they've been taken off air. So they basically went into work, casually, said nothing had happened, and were told on the spot that they could not go on air. So over at ABC News, they've made a decision to take Amy Robach and TJ Holmes off air, calling the couple's relationship a destruction within the next steps as sorted out by the execs. So what I obviously got when I read from this was clearly, they're not happy, because apparently it is one of the policies there that you're not allowed to have relations with your co-workers, because obviously it is unprofessional. But the main issue here is I don't think Amy is very smart. I don't think any of them really are. Because it's like I don't condone cheating. No one should be cheating. But if you're gonna cheat, why cheat at work? That's sloppy. That is so sloppy. And the main issue at hand here for me is that they were both married. They both left their partners to be with each other. And not only that, the reason why I said Amy isn't the brightest is because I don't think they'll last. TJ has a very, very long history of infidelity. He was married to his wife for 10 years, 12 years actually, and ended up divorcing. And when he posted a picture on his Instagram, basically, like celebrating the anniversary, he basically made it clear that there had been issues in the marriage, but that his wife had stood by him in the midst of all of that. So I'm not really surprised that he ended up cheating on her again, because he has a history of cheating with women at Good Morning America. He also cheated with another woman at Good Morning America. So I don't really think it was really wise of Amy to go for someone like that, because they always say how you get them is how you lose them. If you're entering a new relationship with someone who's just left another one through cheating, it's obviously not going to end well. That's just simple common sense. So I do think it's unfortunate that they're potentially going to lose their jobs because had they just been professional, this wouldn't have happened. Like they could literally lose their jobs because of a stupid affair. That's ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. But moving on from that, Rihanna could be potentially getting sued for Savage Fenty. You obviously live under a rock. You would not know that the billionaire mogul that is Rihanna is, well, a billionaire. And recently it's been reported that she is actually being sued, or was being sued, because apparently she had a subscription for Savage X Fenty on one of the websites, and the subscription was not very clear to the GP or the fans or whatever, that the subscription would be taking money out of their account. So apparently that's obviously like kind of illegal or unethical. So she got sued, and Savage X Fenty then announced that they would pay $1 million in civil penalties as part of the settlement, as well as $50,000 in investigative costs and over $150,000 in restitution, which will be paid to all past or present California VIP members who were improperly enrolled in their VIP membership, or those who have cancelled their membership and did not receive a refund. But when I heard this, I don't necessarily think Rihanna's out here purposely scamming people. I'm not completely convinced about that. Because to be fair, it's not like she's really needs the money. You know what I mean? That's not to say rich people don't scam, but in my personal opinion, I'm not necessarily convinced that this was intentional on her behalf, because a lot of people keep forgetting she doesn't own all of Savage X Fenty. She only owns like 50% of it, because she did sell 50% of it away. So technically, it could have been a decision. It could have been something that she might not have been aware of, but because it's a company and she is the brand and the face of the company, she has to accept all responsibility. So even if she was to obviously like do an interview and say she didn't know, people aren't really gonna care, because it's her company. She's the brand. She's the face of it. So obviously she has to accept responsibility for that, which I guess is what she's doing. But yeah, that's all in this video. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you.